There we go.
Are we, you have us on speaker view? So I'm gonna put us on gallery view. I'm gonna put everybody else on gallery view. Okay?
Okie dokie. Yeah.
So I want
You're
them to be able to,
spotlighted.
right,
Yeah.
there we go. All right. Are you painting, Joe? That's cool. What are you painting?
It's a series of little bitty printmaking pieces I did. I cannot see myself. I'm sorry.
No, that's cool.
So
Very cool.
I have a ton of these that I'm working on.
Wow.
I blew out my knee a couple of months ago, and so that's why I'm not training, but volunteering to help. And
That's great. Great, great, great.
thank you.
Great. Well, we're in Rohi, means John's gonna be watching.
Hello, Alicia.
Hello, Alicia. You guys can put your speakers on. We're gonna do some hello stuff.
I'm going to keep mine off because I'll have a nunchaku class happening behind me.
Okay, that's fine. It's all good, all good. So let's see who
It's
else.
good.
It's not, there's no, if it's just us, we're gonna have a great time.
Alicia does not have an uke
Alicia doesn't need an uke. She'll throw you around virtual.
virtually. Good enough.
That's part of the problem with Zoom.
Mm-hmm.
Let's wait a few more minutes. People are walking back from the cafeteria to the gym. That's what's happening. Very cool. Lisa may go get some. So we have a black belt. Lisa's black. Hmm? Hmm? Oh. Ah, very resourceful. Alicia brought an uke. I love it. I love it. Way to go. Way to go. All right, let's wait another 2-3 minutes. You guys can go. Let's talk. So take yourselves off mute for a second. I want to pretend for at least, hi, I'm John. This is Joe. I guess it's Sensei John and Sensei Joe, but right now it's John and Joe. Okay. I'm glad people are here. Hopefully we get some more. Introduce yourselves to us, please.
I'll go first. My name's Alicia, and I'm at Rohi Dojo in Berkeley, California.
Okay, what's your rank? Because I can only see you from the shoulders up.
I'm one black stripe.
Cool. Okay. You guys in the bottom left-hand corner of my screen.
Hi, I'm Sensei Tom, Orlando, UCF.
Okay.
And I'm Matt, brown belt. Oh yeah.
Okay. Sensei, give me your first name again.
Tom.
Tom. Okay.
Neil,
And Matt.
Yep.
All right. What rank are you, Matt? Brown
belt.
Perfect. 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 Okay. Let's wait 5 more minutes. This is going to be a. I've done this class, I think, twice at training camp. I will tell you, it works better when you're live than when you're not. So we're gonna do as good a job as we can do. And Joe is gonna sketch us doing this during the class. And that should work. You're the most resourceful person of my month, Alicia, by bringing over an uke. And one of the things I'm going to have you do is we get, and we're going to name him Buddy. Okay, that's going to be his name. One of the things we're going to do is at some point I'm going to ask you to move back further away so that I can see most of you, you know, like from, even if it's from knees or feet up, as opposed to, and you guys got lots of room, both of you, because we're actually going to be doing some katas and stuff too. Okay, so Alicia, how long have you been in Cognito?
15 years.
Okay. Tom, Matt?
Maybe 14 years?
Okay.
4 years now for me.
Okay. You're looking at 60 years between the two of us. Sensei Joe started with O Sensei on Florida Field in 1973.
That was the basement of the
It
gym.
was the basement of gym first and then Florida Field. I started in 76 in Gainesville. And then we each got to a point, I got higher, I got to Brown. And then there were these things in my family called kids that kind of took up more of my time and took up more of his time. We both went back, started over. I got my black belt when I was 53. He got his when he was 54 because he's older than me by 6 months. Okay, so combine a whole bunch of time there. All right, so let me tell you what we're going to do today. We're here to we're going to talk about the core principles of applications. I'm going to tell you right up front, this is not going to be formatted applications. This is not going to be scripted applications. This is going to be field, absolute field. If you want the formatted or the scripted, you just go on Google and pick a kata and go, give me applications for Kungnu X, and you'll get 57 varieties of applications. This is all going to be principle. Got it? So, and I'm glad, as far as I'm concerned, you are all instructors. And instructors are good to have here. All right, so we're going to tear apart one kata for the next 80 minutes or so. Okay, well, we got a guest from Unity. And you guys should have me on speaker view, right? I'm filling your screen. Okay, I can see all of you, but I want you to see me too. Alicia, what's your favorite kata?
Oh, I would say MP.
Good. Matt, what's your favorite kata?
Jute.
Jute. Tom?
New one.
New one. Joe?
I like Shinte.
Good. You know what we're going to do today? Pinan 2. We're spending 90 minutes on Pinan 2, and it's not enough time. How's that? And I'll tell you why I picked Pinan 2, and we're going to do it in a minute. Pinan 2 has almost every move you ever need for self-defense. Okay? It's got kicks, it's got front kicks, it's got kicks, it's got all kinds of stuff. And we're gonna sit here and do Pinan 2 all together. I'm gonna count it off. So move back where I can see you do it. You can be little. Yeah, Buddy's got to go for Pinan 2. All right, and we're gonna, and a lot of this is gonna just be theory, folks, because it's hard. I can't touch you. I can't reach you. Okay.
That's your.
Do me a favor. Alicia, take the blur off. Take the blur setting off so
Yeah,
you don't fade in and out.
Can I do that while I'm still
Go
on?
to the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. You're going to see a little thing that looks like a movie camera. There's going to be a caret up next to it.
Oh, I see. Got it.
And one of them's going to say none. Edits perfect.
Okay.
Oh boy, good. That way you're perfect. Okay, ready? We're gonna do, oh, we didn't bow in, so now we're officially bowing in, okay? Bean on 2. I'm gonna do it by count. Ready? Bean. Okay. Ready? I'm moving closer as I can watch you. Hup. 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 All the way up the eye, all the way up the eye. Knife hand, knife hand, knife hand. Okay. All right, now you're going to move reverse, middle, inner block. Up the eye, all the way. Front kick, front kick, front kick. All right, one more. Okay, now here, ready? Now go back the other way. You're going to go lower block, rising block, rising block. Okay, that's the way we all learned it. That's the way we all do it. That is very basic way to do a kata. We all agree? Okay, now I'm going to teach you 3 more ways to do it. There's 10, but I'm going to teach you 3 more ways and it will, yes.
I have a question. I forgot, I should have put this in as a disclaimer, but I'm returning from training after a few months.
Okay,
I'm wondering, please see, if I could please watch.
okay, that's fine.
Thank you, and then I'll be up to speed once I see it again.
Okay, that's fine, that's fine. All works, okay. Master Robert and Master Elizabeth taught me this way to do a kata. And we're going to try it. And because you're instructors, I'm suggesting you incorporate maybe some of this stuff into your, you could spend a whole class on one kata. So I call it the Jello technique. I don't know why I've come up with that, but basically what you're doing is, let me move back a little bit. You just did the first move like this. Okay? What I want you to do is I want you to think about breaking that up into 100 different pieces so that the first move, and you never stop. You're never going to stop. So the first move would be never stopping. It's continuous, never stopping. Feel like you're moving through Jello, a pool, swimming pool full of Jello. And the breathing is very important. So as you come here by, what's the first move of the kata? This is the first move of the kata. Okay, so you're in. Okay, you're focusing on every move. When you go up the eye in forward stance, for example, or in any kata in forward stance, it's not, it's you're breaking down every move into all of its pieces. Make sense? So you're going to do the kata very slowly, concentrating even on the look. Is a separate move. Okay, so let's try it again. You can move back if you want to or not, but Matthew and Tom should move back. Okay, And this should take you 2 minutes to do this kata now. And this is not super, and I'm just going to be calling you through saying, slow down, breathe, break every move into every component of the kata. Ready? And just begin. Nice and slow. The first move would simply be the look. There you go. You can do it in stance. That's perfect. You stop, don't stop. Continuous breathe. Do that side kick. Nice. Use your balance. Down. All cat stance. Slide into back stance. Cat stance. Okay. There you go. Break down that. Now, break that down. Stepping forward, front kick, down, diagonal stance, shift into forward stance. Land in diagonal, shift into, there you go, Sensei. Beautiful. Cat stance, diagonal, shift. Keep going. You stopped. You stopped. The jello will harden. Shift, diagonal. Excellent, Matt. Excellent. Good, Alicia. And then come back. Okay, ready? Now. All right. Stay, go back, go back, go back. All right, stagger yourselves, Tom and Matt. I want you to do this kata as fast as you can. As fast as you absolutely can. Ready? Go. Move it, move it. It's not a race. Don't worry about it, Matt. He's done it more times than you. Good, Alicia, excellent. All right, now come a little bit closer for me. You stay right there, Alicia, you're good. Alicia, move back a little bit. Move back, you can move back. Move back a little bit.
I have a hard time here. when
Okay,
I'm far back, 'cause there's no-
okay, stay right where you are. Great. One more. I don't know if you've ever even done this. I want you to do the whole kata in stance. Without moving, all in your stance. Okay, and you'll get messed up on the 270s, I'm telling you right now. Okay, just, if it goes backwards, don't worry about it. Ready? Go. Back, no, you forgot the kick. Good. Kind of tricky, huh? Okay. Okay, come a little closer. Let's talk. Kata is a series of moves. It's a series of moves to get you to be able to do them over and over and over and over and over again. Okay, so that you just have straight moves. Okay, but you can get attacked in an elevator. And all of a sudden, knowing your moves in a stance are much better than knowing you're having that perfect, wonderful side kick, because you don't have room for that side kick. There are a whole bunch of ways to do a kata. And I'm speaking to you all as instructors, because I think it's just, that's what you are. Regular, my jello, or slow, fast. Stance. We're not going to do ebb. We're not going to do mirror. We're not going to do reverse. Okay. There's another one called application. We'll do that at the end. And then there's performance. Now, performance of a kata is very different because when you're performing a kata, I was once taught the best katas in the world are when the people watching you can see your opponents, not just you. In other words, they can see the people attacking. So that's why we study kata. And we study kata because of bunkai. We use, so bring somebody else in. Hi, who's this?
James.
James. James, okay. It's hard on Zoom, sorry guys. We're doing Pinan 2, okay? We're dissecting it, okay? Bunkai, that is applications, the way to fight from kata. That's why we do kata, so that we get ingrained muscle memory in us. This is not a self-defense class. This is an application class. In a self-defense class, you teach the 5 A's. Awareness, alertness, avoidance. I'm all about anticipation and action now. We're skipping the first. We're at something's about to happen stage. Sensei Tom, how many techniques do we learn in Kung Nu, do you think, approximately?
25. 50.
We always want to do a finish.
Let's say 500 maybe?
Okay.
I mean, by the time you do them reverse, okay? Why do we have to learn so many? I'll tell you why. Because for every one of us, I'm 67, he's 68, 69, okay? You guys are younger, different sizes, different shapes. Of those 500 techniques, 8 are going to become instinct. If somebody throws a punch at you, you're going to use one block 95% of the time because it's instinct. You're never going to use chicken beak. I'm sorry, it's not a technique you're going to use. Okay? You're going to use a palm. You're going to use a punch. You're going to use an elbow. But your basic instinctual and they're different for all of us. I could throw a punch at every one of you and you're all going to react with a different technique because it's the one that fits you at your stage in life. Fair enough? Okay? It will change as you get older. Trust me. Of what you're going to do. You'll do more talking as you get older than you will when you're younger because you think you're cool. Okay? So let me tell 2 quick stories. I'm going to ask a question. I'm going to pick on James. Ready? What is the most common breakfast in America?
Cereal.
Okay, pick another one.
Eggs.
What goes with eggs? Bacon.
Okay.
Okay? Now you don't need, okay. But if you think about it, what's the most common? Bacon and eggs, right?
Okay, bacon and eggs, yeah. BLT.
2 animals contributed to that breakfast, right? One of them made a much more significant commitment to that breakfast. Fair enough? So applications are all about 100% commitment. You're not the chicken giving a contribution to the breakfast. You're the pig. Got it? And you'll see how that plays through. The other thing I need you to know when you teach your students about this is that you got two lawyers here, Joe and I, okay? I don't know what you guys do. There's only one rule when you get into a fight, as far as I'm concerned. You want to be the one who tells the police what happened, not the one under the yellow tarp. Got it? That means you have to be the pig in this, not the chicken. I know it's kind of graphic, but it should sink in, okay? You have no choice if you're under the tarp. So it's full commitment with every application. Okay, let's go over, now we're gonna do some stuff. Let's go over the basics of applications. I'm gonna give you two different instructors who have taught me this. One is some guy named Grandmaster Quinn. Okay, pretty cool guy. Very sad. I still wake up and I can't believe that he's not here anymore. His theory of applications, because he taught me an applications class once and I stole something. Fair enough. That's what we did. Okay. 1.5, not yet. 1.5. The fight has to be over in, he interpreted it two ways, 1.5 moves or 1.5 seconds. There's none of this stuff. Okay, none of that stuff.
Careful, don't tire yourself out.
There's none of that stuff. Guy throws a punch, boom, boom, step away. Okay, 1.5 moves, 1.5 seconds. The other is a book that I read. Can you see that? If you guys will send me your emails, Tom, Alicia, you're in two different dojos, right? I will send you a copy of the book. Okay? The book is from a style called Goju-ryu. The style means hard, gentle way of the infinite fist. Kind of like Kung Fu, soft, hard. It's Okinawan, and he has developed an entire book and a checklist of what makes applications work. And we're going to use some of that today. This style is 70% punch, 20% kick, 5% throw, 5% grappling. Okay? I'm going to give you my personal view. I don't get involved in grappling. I don't get involved in that kind of stuff. I'm not getting on the ground. The ground is not my friend. I'm not doing any holds. I'm not doing any of that stuff. It is break somebody stuff. 1.5. Pig. Standing up, not under the tarp. Got it? Okay, so you do what you can, not what you think you can. 1.5. Hold on one second.
Oh.
All right. Principle number one. Every move that you learn is a martial move. What is the move that you do more than any move ever in Kung Fu? What? What's the move?
Lower block.
You've probably done that more times than anything else as a technique. So let's talk about an application. Every move has an application. There are no wasted moves. Every technique should end the fight. So take a minute. You've got to use buddy, Alicia, or you've got to just visualize it. I would tell you to work with Matt, but that won't work. Okay. Take 2 minutes. Figure out an application to the bow. And remember, not every attack. Oh, this is my favorite thing. Joe, come attack me, Joe. Wait, just a minute.
Is my zipper down?
No, wait a minute. Wait, excuse me a second, hold it.
see it?
Hold it.
Give it a try.
Okay. No. Right hand only, please. Okay. Got it? You have to be able to react to whatever is coming. So when I ask you to do an application, I don't want everybody to do. Figure something out to the bow. Go, let me watch.
Yeah.
Okay.
I gotta come up with some.
Okay.
Okay, so.
Finish it, Matt. Finish it, James. There you go. 1.5. Forget the grab thing. Okay. What's every application, guys? Break and run. Once you grab them, what can they do? Grab you back. Okay. All right, let me show you some examples. Come here, jump.
I'm looking at the view, okay.
Right here. Grab me, right here. Okay, basic bow. How does the bow start? I'm going to exaggerate it. Ready? Okay, try it again.
They come from a different angle.
All right, here, come, grab me here. Here, this is the most basic. Grab me here. Ready? Ying, cha. Okay, now I wouldn't do this. I would do this. It's the bow. Okay, he comes at me with a right-handed punch. Okay, gee, there's my bow. Ready? Contact. Do it. He will never chase me. Bye. All I did was, right? Senseis, I'm going to call you all senseis. One of the things you need to teach your students, do you all do the stamping clock? Okay, you know what I'm talking about? No, you do it, yeah, but you start here. 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You don't need that gorgeous sidekick. Person can't chase you if their legs don't work. Persons, anything, just come with me, just here. Person can't punch you if their arm, they'll try, but it doesn't do anything to you. Okay, 1.5. The move has to end the fight. He grabs me, bow, and now ready? Double thumb strike. One high, one low, one to the throat, one to the face. By the way, here's another one. Give me all of them. Come here. Ready? How many weapons do I have available right now? Any of you Jack Reacher fans? Okay. How many weapons do I have available right now? I got my legs. Yeah, I got that. One hardest part of my body. He's going to be looking at me. Right onto his nose. He ain't going anywhere after that. Okay. He ain't going anywhere. Hard. Soft. How many moves did I do? 1.5. Okay, and you can also do the trap. Okay, so I can also trap him here with the bow. Okay. Go this way, I can trap him. Now look where he is. Boom. Okay, or I can trap him this way. I can go this way and trap him. They're all the bow. From right here, knee to thigh. Ever been Charlie horsed? Ever had a Charlie horse? Can't walk after you have them. Knee to thigh. Don't go for the groin. Guys inherently protect them. If they're weightlifters, they've taken steroids, and there's nothing there left anyway. Okay? Sorry to be so blunt, Alicia, but that's just the truth. Okay? Guys will naturally protect that. They won't protect their thighs. They won't protect their kidneys. But they'll protect the family jewels. Okay. All right, let's go to a couple of other principles real quick. Full speed. Applications are full speed. And remember, senseis, we have to practice them with unwilling partners. When we do a demo, when we do applications, we do blocks and punches, our partners are willing to follow where we send them. They don't. Bruce Lee, in one of his movies, was challenged and he says, you know, the other guy said, I've broken a lot of boards. And Bruce Lee responds, boards don't fight back. So you have to work with an unwilling. So let's go to the first move of the kata. First move of the kata. What's the first move of the kata? Right? It's the first move. As basic as it gets. It's got everything in there. A rising block. A rising block. Remember one more thing, and then I'm going to have you play. There are no blocks. There is no such thing as a block. Fair enough? Every block is a strike. Sensei Tom knows this. You guys will learn this when you do your demos, your demos. I'm thinking of lawyers. When you do your demos, I tell you, I did a demo once. I attacked first. I was surrounded. I figured, let me get rid of one guy before they even come out. There are no blocks. It's not all defense. You're in a situation, you know what? Take the guy's knee out. We'll discuss the medicine of it later. Fair enough? So do something. You can play with Buddy, Alicia, or just visualize somebody's coming at you, how you would deal with that move, which is, by the way, what did I just do? 1.5. Okay, now I can add 1.525. I can do something with my feet. Play. This is where I wish I was with you. Play. And not always a right punch, guys. It could be a push coming at you. Okay, good. Good, Alicia. Buddy's losing. I like it. James, move back further. Move back. You're not going to be that. No. Move back away from Matt. I'm sorry. You're not going to be that close when you start. Now come at him. There you go. Okay. Go back to where you had the hand up. Go back to where you had his hand up. Okay, good. Can he still chase you? Sure he can. When you step in, bingo. Bingo. So here, watch. One, Alicia, watch for a second. 1, 2. Now you're going to step in. Now we step in the kata by just shifting. There's no reason you can't step into the next move by all concept. There's no pause. There's no, okay, this is one of my favorite go-to moves. Sensei, come in, do anything. Okay, come again. He didn't hit me. 1, look at this. 1, boom. Boom, bye. Okay, this is so natural. Remember I said they were instinctive moves? Whoa, get out of my face. It's also in P9 4. Okay, just remember these 1. Okay, this one is secondary. It can be this, it could be on an arm. Okay, if I happen to get it on. Here, one, and then there's the second one. Now he's past you, so what's the second move? You're, see it? It's a throw. Ready? One. But if you just continue it, it's a throw. So if he comes in, no, he comes in and I
Same
come,
technique.
anything, right? I'm here, right? This is my move. Okay, maybe I only got to this. Maybe I only got to this. Forget this. One, boom. It's a throw. See it? Okay, so try something else. Have somebody come at you from behind and do this basic move.
And don't hesitate to throw Mortimer.
Yeah, Mortimer, you mean buddy.
Buddy.
Okay, Matt, you're right here. He just grabbed you. He just grabbed you. He had with two hands. Okay, what's the move? There you go. You've done that move a billion times. You haven't done the Jute moves a billion times. Trust me. Okay, but you've done this one a billion times. Do it again, grab him again. There you go. Now come forward. No, wait. Now you got him here. Drop down. Push it down. Fight back a little bit, James. Now, where's that? Where's that? Your right knee now takes out his entire head. Go. Bingo. 1.5. Sensei Tom, you agree? 1.5. There's no, a lock or a hold is not a fighting technique. Lock and a hold is because it looks cool, but you're still stuck to your opponent. Okay? You're still stuck to your opponent. This can be done. Remember, I had you do it in stance. Okay, well, you can do it in stance with all moves in front of you. You can also do it here, right in front of you. You might be against a wall. That's how basic this move is. And what's the first move of the kata? Sensei Tom, what's the first move of this kata?
The Balin.
No, P9 2, what's the first move? That's the first and second move. Here's a rule you will learn from the book. Any hand returning to chamber should have something in it. So if Sensei comes in with a punch, knee, first move of the kata. Right here. That's the first move. Who's in control here? He can try to wiggle out of this. I don't care, because that knee, I didn't hit it, gee, but I'll hit it this time, or I'll get it this time. That's why we do the clock. Boom. Bye. 1.5. Now, I'm not saying, senseis, that this is good for your demo because you got to do all this wazoo stuff. But you're on the street. There is no first strike in karate. This is not boxing. This is 1.5. You either get it done or you don't. So let's go to the next sequence. All of you play with that for a couple of minutes. I'm going to get a drink of water. Okay? And Sensei Tom, you can do some too. You don't have to always watch.
I'll let them do it.
That's the old sensei thing. By the way, guys, I got to tell you something. Hold on. This gentleman taught me the best part about being black. This has nothing to do with today's class. When you are training for your black belt, you're working hard, you're doing kata, You're doing NP, you're doing everything in the whole world, right? Then you become a black belt. And you get to sit in the corner and go. That's your reward for becoming a black belt. Fair enough, Sensei Tom?
Yep.
Go, guys, do stuff.
No, this is.
You're getting it. That's why I want him to spare me. This is all for him. So, Alicia, visualize somebody has come behind you and touched you. That's where that's a good place for that. Remember, you're here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's that move. Somebody's come to visualize that with Buddy. There you go. Okay. You missed a piece of it, James. Do it again. Do it again. Okay. Now, you were going to grab him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. You missed the piece. You were here. You had him here, right?
Yeah.
You're going to go grab him, right? No, you're not. Take his head off and then grab him. 1.5. 1.5.
There we go.
Make sense? No wasted moves. Okay? James, you went here, okay, and your hand was open. If you're going to put this hand down,
I'm afraid.
there is no wasted move in an application. You want to not be under the tarp. You do not want to be under the tarp. There you go. Now just when you got him here, now you drop him. And don't drop him across you, because what can he do if you drop him across you? He can grab on. Just drop him right there. Step back. One. Now drop him. No, you've dropped him across you. If you drop him across you, he can grab you. Drop him right there. He's already going because you smashed his head. One more time. Now drop him right there. Bingo. This is me now. This is what I can't stand with demos. You've got the person on the ground, and then you do this. Then you do this, or you do this. Okay? I don't know if you're going to see this, Joe. I'm now on the ground. You just knocked me to the ground.
Yeah.
And then you're going to bend over to punch me.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, but you do. Boom!
I don't know if anybody saw that.
Boom! You have to presume that your opponent is whacked out on PCP and they do not know they have been hit. Don't put yourself back in there. Grab. So, okay? That's when you take your briefcase, you drop it on their head, you take 2 steps, takes 2 steps back. All right, now, Matt, you try a few. Don't be behind him, James. You're coming behind him. Grab him, try to turn him around. Boom. Bingo. Now, from right there, that's 1.5. You got to add another 0.25. Take out the other knee. Not really. Now, there you go. Take out the other knee. Okay, Sensei Tom, does that make sense? Okay, you don't want the person to get up. You want them to be trying to get up, like you see in the movies, and they can't do it. And you know what? That's okay. They can't hurt you anymore. That's when Master Robert would take the bow with an extended strike and cleave their head. We're not doing that because that gets you in more trouble than if you put them under the yellow tarp, you're in more trouble than if you don't. You just don't want to come back at you. Fair enough? By the way, you can do all of these techniques right from your knees too. And you can practice these techniques, senseis, with your students from a chair or from a bench. This works from a bench too. Okay, it works anywhere because it's, whoa! Hit man, you know, whatever you want to do. All right, what's the next move in the kata? Okay, and there's 3 of these. Or this way. Okay, now who's attacking? You are, but you could break it down into one move. Somebody punch somebody. You're thinking too much. Just punch somebody. Knife hand, knife hand. Knife hand. You don't know he's going to punch you. Okay, stop. You are in a self-defense situation. Where are your hands always? If you're talking, no. You're talking first. You're always talking first. Hey, we don't want to do this. We don't want to do this. We don't want to do this. Now you can't see my feet. Okay? Right now, hey, we don't want to do this. All of my weight is on my back leg. I'm in a cat stance. Okay? We don't want to do this. Why am I in a cat stance? My best defensive technique, absolute best defensive technique is the first kick you ever learned. Thrust kick. Because it's longer than your arms. It's longer than your arms. Okay? So if he comes at me, hey, we don't want to do this. Thrust kick. But now look where my hands are. Now he comes with the punch. Okay? This is a peaceful. If they say put your hands up, you never do this. You do this. Notice one in front of the other. Right-handed, left-handed, doesn't matter. We don't have them together. Here, you can do every technique we've done so far. You can do with this. Okay? It's all right here. And you just, they don't know I'm on one leg. The other thing is that's nice about this, more advanced, but you guys are more advanced. You know, they come in. Look where I am now. I'm in a cat stance. Okay? I know he's got to replace knee, so I'm not going to do that. One. Now here, I've got contact. I'm not going to lose contact. I'm going to come. Boom! 1.5. All right, so anybody need a break? We got about 30, okay. So we've done, these are great techniques, by the way. 1, 2, 3. These are, play with those. They're all good. They can also be punches. They can also be palm heels. My personal favorite for board breaking and hitting people. This is a 2x4. This can break. This is a 2x. It's a 2x4. And it fits in a lot of places. Okay? This fits here. Hard to soft, soft to hard. This fits here. This fits. And Master Quinn said, drive their nose through their brain. I kind of went, ooh, that doesn't sound good to me. And he looked at me and he said, 1.5. Okay? They attacked you. They're bad. Okay? Now, if it's your brother-in-law and he's drunk, then you do this stuff. You know. All right, hang on. We're gonna talk this through, Bob. Okay, we're not. But if it's somebody you don't know and they're trying to mess with you, and by the way, knives. You know what? He's got a knife. Oh, why didn't you warn me? I'm still gonna. I gotta get it out of the way. Notice I'm all back to that first move every time. In case you haven't noticed that, where he comes in with a knife. Gee, it's just, I got the knife now. What am I gonna do with it? I'm gonna ignore it at this point because boom, boom. And he fought back, but he wouldn't have fought back after the first one if I did it full. Okay, right here, back of the head, there's a neck there, it breaks. All right, so we've done, we're here. That's the next series, right? Want to get through the whole thing, then we'll play some. That's the next series. Right? I don't know who shows. There you go.
I like that.
I like it. James. Do for me, step back a little bit and step into a forward stance for me. You weren't here for the beginning. Do all 3 steps to the forward stance. Cat, diagonal, shift, right? Do the move you just did with Matt. You had him here. You had him here. He was inside you or he was here. All you needed to do, and he was on the ground. But you were inside his leg. Go ahead, try it. You'll see. You came in with a back stance in between his legs. But that's fine. That's right there. Shift, Matt, go down willingly. Don't put your hand there. Put your hand behind his head. Now, there's another way. Stand up. Do it again. Then he's in front of you. Do it again. Get exactly where you were. Diagonal stance. No, get your diagonal stance behind it. Behind his leg. Now, instead of dropping him towards the room, shift. Matt, go with it from this diagonal stance that you're in. Shift to your forward stance. Watch what happens to you. No, yeah, he's going to go down. He's going to go down because you're behind his knee. Sensei Tom, you'll be able to explain. You're behind his knee. All you're going to do is, as long as I get behind him, anytime I'm behind somebody like this, all I have to do is shift into a forward stance. And he's off balance. You don't have to engage with that person anymore. Off balance, skedaddle. 1.5, it ends the fight. Get up in on him, Matt. Get up in on him. Now, shift to your forward stance. Shift to a hard forward stance. See what happened? You turned him. You turned him. Okay? As you practice this, you get closer. There you go now. See how he's off balance now? Don't move, Matt. James, elbow strike, back of the head. Boom. As he goes down, now give him a little shove. As he goes down, go. Go to the door on the other side of the room. Make sense? Okay? Matt, you try one. Alicia, I know, I'm watching you. You're visualizing. You have a very compliant opponent. Okay, I want you to get the principles more than anything else.
You have reflexes. Okay.
There you go. Okay. Use
Right, right neck and left leg. Right, left leg.
which move from the kata are you doing? Do this one. Do coming.
Right hand, right hand.
All right, there you go.
Yeah.
Bingo. All right, now let's do the funky move in the kata. Lots of possibilities in that move. Right-handed punch. Let's start with the basic right-handed punch, because 90% of the people will do that. Step out of the way. No, it's the other. I'm here. I'm going to come this way. You're going to let them come in. Little soft style. Let them come in. Now, break it.
Break down.
Remember I told you nothing comes in to a load without bringing something with it. Yep. Okay, he comes in with that punch. I load. See what I'm doing? I've loaded. Boom! Full strength. I need this. This will help. The punch will help. I don't need those. Look at poor James is going, I'm toast. I'm toast. Especially if you came. Remember what I said? You want him to think he has an arm. So he can try to punch you with it, but it's very overboiled spaghetti. It's not going to hurt you. Don't do that, man. Boom. Now, right there, stamping kick to the back of his leg. Now come around, bingo, run. 1 point, that was about 1.75. It's okay. Okay, every move must end the fight. Oh no, now Buddy's a lefty. Look at this. Every move must end the fight. There is no pause. You thought too much. That's it. That's very fancy, but that's okay.
That's nice, James.
But James, you could have done this. Do it again. Do it again. We're not picking on you. Do it again. Now, you don't need to circle under. You don't need to circle under. You got him right here.
Left-handed.
You got him right here, right? You're going to circle under where he can grab this hand? No. You got him right here. Boom!
Put the circle under back. I'll play it. The bad thing that can happen
Is now I'm in trouble.
is I'm pressuring his elbow right now.
Right here. Boom. Boom.
Center screen,
Boom.
center screen.
Okay, that's right. You weren't in there. You didn't get to see that.
Yeah.
Boom. You got offline. Boom. 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 There you go. That's all you need. And then let go of them. Let go. And in fact, do it hard enough, then pull back. This is a ball and socket. If the ball's removed from the socket, this thing don't do anything. Guy will live. He's not going to bother you. Okay? I hate to be so blunt. All right, what's the next move? Lower rising, rising. It's the last turn. These should be really obvious. So basic. We'll get the throws in there.
Yeah. That's what I was just thinking.
Yeah. So basic. Lower rising. You know, it could be rising lower. It really doesn't matter. There you go. Like it. Like it. Okay. Lower rising. Hard, soft. Okay. Where would you put the rising forearm? Matt, where would you put the rising forearm? if you had the best choice, right here.
I'm thinking here, but yeah.
Tongue new, hard, soft, right here. Even the biggest bodybuilder in the world cannot strengthen their Adam's apple. Sorry, won't happen. Okay? Won't happen. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3. G, 0.5, 1, 1.5. Every move in this kata has 3 pieces to it. Have you noticed? That's why it's a basic kata. Has 3 pieces to it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 3. 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 1.5. Every one. Now, they don't look so great for demos because they're not fancy. Okay, let Sensei Tom help you with the demo because he'll put a flying wazoo, double kick, something into it, which you will never use in a real situation. I don't fly anymore. I do in a plane. That's it. Okay, there's no more flying. On my first brown belt, second brown belt test, was in my 40s. So were the other 2 people. And I don't remember the sensei. He was from Nietzsche. Starts out our tests with flying kicks. It's not the flying that's the problem. It's the landing that's the problem. Okay, and then good old Grandmaster Quinn, I love him, starts our need-on test. It was Joe, myself, Mark Brandenburg, and Mike, Jason Hickson. Okay, gray, all of us.
Those that had hair.
Those that had hair. What does he start us out with on the hard floor at the center in Jacksonville? Rolls. He backed off because the stares he got, especially after we invited him for dinner the night before and fed him, the stares he got, he backed off after the first set of rolls because we were going to kill him. Old people don't roll on the floor. It just doesn't happen. Okay, so what if I'm going to go through some stuff now? Tom, you can come back into view. Okay, because I want to leave it for questions and discussion. Let's go over some of the principles from this book. And once again, reach out to me. I'm on the, you can just put my name in. On Google, you'll get my company website. Just contact me through that, okay? And I'll send you a complimentary copy of this book for your dojo library. My gift, okay? Principles. Every move is martial. We've already figured that out, right? Master Frank did a demo 30 plus years ago that I watched in Naples. It still impacts me. He brought out a desk. He sat behind the desk and he did fountain pen techniques. That was his weapon. He had a pen. That's all he had. Okay? And he made it work. It was amazing. So don't lose your imagination. Every move that we make, which is why you do the kata so many ways, has a martial application. There is more than one interpretation to every move. When you look at the formatted, look at all the videos, you will see probably none of what I did. Okay? Doesn't mean I'm into the principles, but look at them all. They all work and you got to practice them. Every technique should end the fight. 1.5. This is not a sparring match for points. This is real. Okay? Full speed and power, always. You won't do that when you're working with your friends and when you're preparing for a demo, because otherwise you won't have any UKIPs. Okay? But in a real situation, which is what an application is for, full speed and power.
No rules.
Hmm?
No rules.
No rules, Sensei Joe. There's no rules. Okay? Okay, there's no, and you can always presume, this is one thing you can presume, most people coming at you will have a tell. 90% of the people in the world are right-handed. You can presume that it's going to come from a right hand, and you see what I'm doing? They'll show you. If they show you this, okay, you got a southpaw. Okay. Moving back is defense, moving forward is offense. Okay. Soft style, which by the way is off the line, we didn't even do anything on that right now. Okay. That's this. Whoops. There's an old video of O Sensei. Stand right here. And he's explaining soft style. And I'll try to be O Sensei even though I'm not. And he go, there's an opponent over here. He come at you with a punch. Open the door, let him in. Okay? I mean, it's that. Now, what happens once he's behind me? Once he's behind me, okay, now I don't want him coming back. Boom, boom, bye. 1.5. Open the door, let him in. You can find this somewhere on YouTube. It's hysterical. What? Oh, your knee?
No.
Okay.
I'm good.
Open the door, let him in. Okay. If you can, hand returning to the chamber, we talked about that. Hand returning to the chamber has something in it. Both hands, both feet, head, elbows, knees, head, shoulders. Okay. I don't know if you have kids, but you'll learn. Control the head. Where the head goes, the body goes. Where the nose goes, the body goes. You come up on the bridge, up under somebody's nose, they're not going anywhere other than where you send them. You cannot get rid of the nose. Okay? Hard to soft, we know, soft to hard. There is no pause. No pause to look good. Did that look good? Okay. There is no block. The last one, obviously, there is no first strike. There is only the strike. Okay, so questions? You want to practice some more? I don't want to bore you to death. Okay, I mean, does any of this? I mean, tell me, talk to me. Okay. There's also, you can use what people are wearing too. You get behind somebody and they're wearing a jacket. I'm not going to do this to Jeff, but you get behind somebody.
Oh, I'm not
He's
going to
wearing a jacket. You get behind him, you grab the jacket, you pull it like this. He's in a pin. He's in handcuffs. You follow what I would have done? His jacket would have been holding him in here. He can't lift his arms if his jacket is here.
You'll see that in the movie Witness with Harrison Ford.
There's a lot of places you see. Eyeballs. When I teach self-defense to ladies, I say, you know, I'm about to be gross. The guy will not chase you if you put your beautifully manicured fingers in his eyeball. It's gross. He wants to take you back someplace and violate you. Outgross him. Okay. Yeah, I know that's supposed to work, but only if you aim real well. Okay. See these? You knock somebody's glasses off, it totally messes them up. Totally messes them up. Screaming at them. Most people who attack you fit into two categories, 2.5 categories. They're stupid or they're lazy. And you've got something they want. If you act like you're you know what, this guy's or this lady's, this one's too difficult for me. I'm stupid and I'm lazy. They'll go away.
Everybody see that?
They'll go away. Use your voice. Okay, I don't know, Sensei Tom, if you guys practice voice techniques at your dojo, but somebody's coming at you, Alicia, and she's coming at you. No, that's not what they expect. They say, yeah. Use your voice. Use your command voice. You know, I don't mean you to be Clint Eastwood. You don't want to do this. Okay, that's not, but it makes a difference. You walk. But if it gets started, 1.5. And none of what we did today, I think Sensei Tom, you will agree, were formatted applications. These were all, do something, damn it, do something and get it done. Sorry to use the language. That's what, because you don't want to be the pig. Well, you want to be the pig. You don't want to be under the top. Okay, there is no, so I'm good. I've said everything I need. Now, if you guys want to do something I can watch or whatever, or I mean, but these are, the reason I picked this kata candidly is just everything in this kata works. Okay. That ain't, no, sorry guys. No, it's all good. Ain't working. That works. Okay. Sorry, I hate to demean all the other, and they should have kept, we vote P-non 5 should still be a kata. Okay. The fancy stuff you don't need. You need the basic stuff. So the last type of kata I want you guys to do real quick. Now I want you to do the kata. And you didn't see the ones at the beginning, Matt. So I mean, James, you'll just, I want you to do the kata as if it were a series of applications. I don't care about the embusing. I don't care about the directions. So if I'm doing this kata now as a series of applications, you know, here's the regular one. Okay, that's not how I'm doing that move. I want to do it as a series of applications. I don't care which direction. What?
See your opponent.
See your opponent. See your opponent. 1.5. Notice every one of those moves is a 1.5. Just make it happen. Ready? Deep. Remember, this is a move too. Deep. Go. There you go, Matt. Good. Get the guy behind you. Now go get him. Run. There you go. Sensei Tom's too gentle. That's good, James. Good. Now, lower block, rising block. Boom. Boom. Take his head off. Lower block, rising block. Take his head off moving forward. There you go. Good. Alicia's still killing people. It's good. Sensei Tom, for your benefit, you can spend, I was telling Sensei Joe before, you can spend an entire class on one kata. There's 8-10 ways to do it. Break it down. That's what I hope I was giving you that from a teaching standpoint. And then sit down with your students one day. And James and Matt are a perfect example. A brown, I got a green, and I got a 1 black stripe. What would be your go-to 5 techniques? And I'm going to put $1 They're gonna be from Pinon 2 or Pinon 4. Okay, that's where they're gonna be from. Just say they're gonna be for Tambo from 14 basic strikes. You're not gonna be from Tambo 3 where you're throwing it up in the air and trying to catch it behind your back and all this kind of stuff. And they're gonna be with the front end of the Tambo, not necessarily the big end. But you're gonna be in close and you're gonna put that stick or that fountain pen through somebody's face. Sorry to be so blunt. 1.5. No rules. Fair enough? Any questions? I hope this was helpful in some way. Okay. A lot more fun than formatted applications. Okay. Not that I'm not dissing formatted applications. Don't get me wrong, but and I'll send me the request, I'll send you the book. All right. I think we're 5 minutes up. I'll call it early, go get a drink. Have a snack, get some ice cream before the next session. Okay? Be good, everybody. Joe, you can end us.
Wait, don't, Joe.
Don't.
I haven't seen Tom Pham in so long. Let me have a quick chat.
Oh, go ahead. Go talk to Tom. Joe wants to
No,
talk.
the rest of y'all can leave. I just want to. What is
I
it,
can-
Joe?
I can stop the recording. Do you
Yes,
want
you
this
can stop the
conversation
recording.
recorded?
Yeah, you can kill the recording.
Kill the recording. You could have killed it after 5 minutes, but